Getting very fluid, and how about that front kick from Swanson? Pearson's hurt!
And that's gonna do it! Cub Swanson has done it!
Over the top. Over the top. And he's hurt. Yeah.
Cub Swanson by knockout.
Hello, MMA fans of MMA-INSIDE. Today we bring it to you all. You need to know about the next featherweight contest, which will take place on upcoming UFC card Fight of the Night. It's finally the time when two of the UFC's most experienced featherweights are set to meet inside the cage. A featherweight matchup which will take place between Cub Swanson and Darren Elkins has been added to the UFC's December 18th Fight Night lineup, which was confirmed earlier this month. The bout is exciting because of the experience of both the fighters with over 44 UFC matchups. Swanson, in his UFC career so far, with losing 5 times in his past 7 bouts. Before his recent loss, which was a TKO defeat to Giga Chikadze earlier this year. Swanson has won 2 straight fights against Daniel Pineda and Kron Gracie. He has earned 6 UFC Fight of the Night bonuses in his career. Elkins is set to make his 25th UFC appearance and 23rd at featherweight contest, which will make him the fighter with the most UFC featherweight bouts, breaking the tie with Max Holloway. He is coming into the octagon after winning his past 2 fights against Darren Minner and Luis Eduardo Garagorri. Swanson versus Elkins will be tagged under the heavyweight bout between Derek Lewis and Chris Daukaus. Records: Elkins 25-9 in MMA, 15-8 UFC. Last fought in July where he picked up a second-round TKO win over Darren Minner.
I don't know what to do here. He can't get out of it. He's too tired to get out of here.
He's too tired. He's beat up. There it is. Elkins is close. It's over. They can stop doing whatever they want right now. They can stop doing whatever they want.
That's gonna do it. The damage does it again.
The win over Minner put him on a 2-fight winning streak, which snapped a 4-fight skid that extended 2 years. Elkins has been competing in the UFC for over a decade and is also considered one of the most experienced UFC fighters, as he debuted back in March of 2010. While on the other hand, Swanson is set to get onto his winning ways after suffering a first-round TKO to Giga Chikadze back in May. He had an impressive 2 fights just prior to the defeat, then defeating Daniel Pineda and Kron Gracie. Swanson stands in the same shoes as Elkins, as he is also competing in the UFC for over a decade and knows how to run the show under the UFC lights. And knocking out Daniel Pineda at UFC 256.
He gets back to his feet.
That's it. You got it.
Elkins also broke up with his bad luck and had put an end to his career-worst 4-fighting losing streak, with consecutive wins over Luis Eduardo Garagorri.
Getting this choke when he's this tired, so impressive. He's on it. That's in.
There's the tap! Darren Elkins submits Eduardo Garagorri, and they dig deep to...
And Darren Minner at UFC. The damage is tied with former featherweight champion Max Holloway for most UFC appearances in the division, with 22 to his name. That record will be broken after the Swanson fight. The UFC added a featherweight matchup on its event lineup to the upcoming UFC Fight Night card on December 18th on Thursday. Cub Swanson and Darren Elkins had never faced one another, and the two will throw down at UFC Apex in Las Vegas. For the first time in over a decade, Swanson fell to strikes when he faced Giga Chikadze in May. The Georgian finished Swanson with a body kick and follow-up punches in 63 seconds to put an end to Swanson's first win streak since 2017. Before beating Kron Gracie and Daniel Pineda in 2019 and 2020 respectively, Killer Cub had dropped 4 straight bouts to Brian Ortega, Frankie Edgar, Renato Carneiro, and Shane Burgos. The most experienced featherweight on the roster is Elkins, whose 22 appearances are tied with Max Holloway for the most in divisional history, and Swanson is alone in third with 20. Elkins holds the second most amount of cage time at 145 pounds, while Swanson trails him in third place by a half hour. Elkins has won in his last 2 outings by stoppage, tapping Luis Eduardo Garagorri in November 2020 before knocking Darren Minner out in July. The Damage holds more wins on the scorecards than any other featherweight in organizational history, with 10. The currently unnumbered UFC Fight Night card on December 18th will go down inside the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, and heavyweights will take pole position when Derek Lewis faces Chris Daukaus. Additional key bouts on the card include a bantamweight battle between Rafael Assunção and Ricky Simon, while Amanda Lemos tries to carve out a strawweight title shot at the expense of Nina Nunes. While everyone is pretty sure that Elkins is going to have a hard time in front of Swanson, although Swanson is favorite in this fight, but you never know if we found the favorite knocked out cold. So that's enough from us today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.